I swear, man, everything I need to know about life I learned from driving Uber. And unfortunately, that Say My Name campaign Uber ran really exposed some of the worst things about people. If you're unfamiliar, a woman was unfortunately murdered after she got into a random car of a man who said he was an Uber or Lyft. So what we decided to do as a society was become super suspicious of all Uber drivers.
Check his ID, he'll die. Guy looks sketchy.
Like, do you realize how irrational that is? That would be like if a white guy was wearing blackface and burned a building down, and we conclude that all black people are probably arsonists. Like, what? So Uber sends this email out to all its customers telling the riders to demand of their driver, say my name. This woman in the video, we'll call her Karen, because if I was thinking on my feet, that's what I should have said when she rudely demands,
Hey,
when I first pulled up. But here's the thing, and I don't want people to give Karen a hard time in the comments. The thing is, Karen is not an anomaly. More often than not, that's how riders spoke to me. And I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this, but I think it comes down to power. At first, I thought it was about fear, but then I thought, that's BS. If it was really all about safety, you would check the license plate. That's the foolproof safety method, but most people didn't do that, including Karen. So no, I'm not sold on it being a fear thing. My main theory is that it has to do with power. Power tends to corrupt, and there's a quote I love. Nearly all people can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. And my theory is these Uber riders get a little drunk with power when Uber sends them an email, not only giving them permission, but literally directing them to treat their driver like he's less than. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Like, I don't think this woman is a bad person. I'm telling you, more often than not, people act exactly like her.
Hey, John. Man, you look like someone dropped your hoagie. What's going on?
hey. I don't know.
Why don't you know? Don't kill
Hi.
her. I'll kill you. Wait, fine. Why don't you know my name?
I just think it's a funny way to introduce yourself to somebody. It's,
That's the safest
What
way.
is your name?
how about, what if I said, what's my name? I don't know you. You have to understand that, right? Do you understand how it's...
What's your name?
How about hi?
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Eddie. Nice to meet you.
Eddie.
What's your name?
Edward.
Elaine, right?
Yeah, good.
That's good.
Perfect.
Right,
Wait,
that's
people
all.
are getting kidnapped and killed.
I understand that, but so are Uber drivers, right?
Are they really?
By
Yeah.
us?
By me?
us.
Right, by me. You know what I mean?
get
You understand
that.
it?
I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Usually
No.
they...
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I know, I'm only 2 minutes away. Bye, honey.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
See you guys later. See you later.
Bye. Yeah, you'll be picking her up later.
No, I most certainly will not. Why would I pick up somebody that threatened to kill me within the first 5 seconds of meeting her?
Don't kill
Hi.
her. I'll kill you.
Wait.
It's fine.
I remember specifically making a mental note not to go back to that location.
Eddie, they said to ask the name. That's why I
Yeah.
did it.
No, I understand that, but even still, it's like,
Well,
You
how
know,
does somebody know your name?
I'm still a person, but it's like, so it's like, maybe like, say like, hey, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm
Right?
sorry. No,
You know what I
my
mean? Like,
thing
do
is,
you understand
what's
that?
your name?
And then on top of that, right? I don't know who you are, right? So if I say your name, and you could just say yes. If I said your name
that's
was
true. I
Lindsay,
like that.
if I say your name was
Smart.
Lindsay, then you can get in and you can get a free
Yes,
ride.
I
You
like
could
that.
rob
Then
me.
you
I
can
wouldn't
kill
know who you
you.
were.
Yes,
Right.
I like that.
And then on top of that,
I like it.
you also have my license plate on the app, right? So you
Right.
can just go around and check the license plate, which a lot of people do. I don't have a license plate for you, right?
No.
Right?
I like that. You're very smart, Eddie.
I don't know if it's a matter of me being smart or it's just that we humans seem to have a hard time putting ourselves into another person's shoes. I hope I don't sound too judgmental. I'm included in that group as well. But I didn't know how to say that politely, so I just said thank you.
Well, I appreciate
I
that,
didn't
Elaine.
think of that.
I know, and that's the thing, and I kind of understand how, like, people on the Uber app doesn't explain any of that to you because they're just trying to cover their own bases.
That's
you know?
really smart. Go over it again. So they did that thing with that Uber driver, and then that whole thing happened with the Lyft, like
Well,
a
so the
month
thing,
ago, and that Lyft driver had nothing to do with. But everybody assumes he killed that girl from the airport.
what happened at the airport? I didn't know that story.
Oh, in Salt Lake City, some girl flew from her grandmom's funeral to Salt Lake City, and then she got dropped off, and the Lyft driver drove her to some park at 3:05 in the morning, dropped her off. She got in the car with somebody, and he's like, I don't know if it was a male or female. It looks so fucking suspicious. Everybody's like, yeah, right.
Really?
Now, I never heard this story, and I looked into it, and this woman proves my point. She's literally saying exactly what I'm saying, and just for some reason, the average person can't put two and two together, that it wasn't the Lyft driver.
So to your friend's point about like who's gonna kill you, us, right? You know, as far as you two women, right? There was actually a story in Chicago.
You make a left at this light right here, right?
At the lamppost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. A 16-year-old girl in Chicago got in a guy's Uber and for no reason at all just stabbed him to death.
Shut up.
So it's like, you know, as an Uber driver, we have no protection, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, you don't.
and then on top of that, again, it just goes back to like normal human
Go all the way around the corner.
Sounds good. It just goes back to normal human interaction, right? Like, I don't know about you, but I don't really like talk to strangers like, say my name, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just kind of like,
Well, that's what they did. Like, this whole campaign started saying...
yeah, oh no, I know, it's
know
more
it
a
is.
result of like what Uber's putting out there and
Right.
not.
No, but you're right. You're absolutely right. You guys aren't protected.
And before this ends, I just wanted to shout out this woman for being cool with sharing our interaction. Like I said before, most people acted just like her, but she had the guts to admit that she had a blind spot, and I got a lot of respect for that. Everybody on the internet's always calling for change, but nobody ever seems willing to show how they change. So kudos to her, and I hope an interaction like this encourages anyone watching just to put yourself in someone else's shoes for a second. All right, guys, thanks for watching.